Hey, look at this. This is a brand new channel for me. Hello everybody, and I am Taylor. And this channel is going to be about social anxiety. So this is the first video on a brand new channel. I'm in my home. I set up my little filming area. Still need to buy a light. Still need to buy some other things, but hopefully this first video is good enough and I get the point across. So like I said, my name's Taylor, and let's talk about social anxiety, because I have dealt with social anxiety ever since grade 11. And if you are on the other end of that lens, it is, trust me, I know, it is an absolute nightmare to deal with. So hopefully this new channel that I'm starting can help you deal with it, can help you put some tools in your tool belt to deal with your social anxiety. So let me just introduce myself just a little bit more. Grade 11 was my first anxiety attack, I guess you could say. Oh, I can remember it like yesterday. I was sitting in video class, which is kind of interesting because I'm making a video right here with the skills that I learned and acquired. Oh, I'll never forget it. I was sitting there, a friend of mine who had the same name as me, his name was Taylor. He said, he started bugging me about liking a girl. He was like, hey, you like her, don't you? You like her, go get her number, go talk to her. And I started getting really embarrassed and my face kind of started going red, my heart started beating, and I started sweating profusely. And as he was saying all of this, he kept getting louder and louder and louder, to the point where the entire class was directly looking at me. And that was traumatizing for me. And that is where it all started. Now, I'd been embarrassed before, but that was a different feeling. That was the nightmare that we call social anxiety. So I eventually got through that class and I almost never came back to school. That's how traumatizing it was for me. My social anxiety slowly started to snowball, slowly started to spiral into other classrooms, into other situations where there were people, situations where I could not escape, I could not get out easily. A big one for me was school. Basically every group setting, every social situation, my family dinners, I could barely get through them. I would avoid them. I started avoiding lineups. I started avoiding going to the grocery store. And the reason that this channel is called Subway Social Anxiety is because I started avoiding going to Subway. And I've talked to some other people who have dealt with social anxiety, and they have actually said the same thing about Subway. I couldn't even order a sub. I couldn't even go in, and the fear of people judging me, people looking at me in line while I order, it was just too much for me. And so my world started becoming so very, very, very small. Once again, if you are on the other end of that lens, there is a way out. There are tools to acquire that will help you deal with your social anxiety. Just to give you an idea, my world got so small that I barely left the house. I barely engaged with anybody. And now I'm 31 years old and I am a tour bus driver. So basically every day for work, I put myself in the exact situation that was a complete trigger for me. I put myself in a situation where I am surrounded by 50 to 80 people. They're all behind me. They are all listening to my tour. They are all judging me. They are all focused on me. And I'm unable to get away quickly. Obviously, I'm driving a bus. I can't just say, hey, I gotta leave this situation. So I went from not being able to order a sub at Subway to now being a tour bus driver and giving a tour to 50 to 80 people at a time every single day. So this is what this whole channel is gonna be. I want to hopefully help you acquire the tools that are necessary to live with your social anxiety, to function with your social anxiety, and to not let it cripple your life, and to turn that nightmare into something much, much better. I didn't know what to do. I didn't tell anybody about it. I just started avoiding all those things that made me anxious, which turns into everything. You have an anxiety attack over here, you never do that again. You have an anxiety attack over there, you never do that again. Like I said, your world gets extremely small. Then I finally told my mom, and I told some other people, and they didn't really give me the best advice. You know, just breathe, don't be anxious anymore. It just doesn't work. You feel like you're about to die. So breathing and just not being anxious anymore, and thinking nobody's looking at you, those couple words just don't work. So I tried pills, which kind of just numbed me to the person I didn't want to be, just numbed me as a whole. And then finally I talked to a therapist, psychiatrist. I don't know the right word, the terminology, but I talked to somebody. And I remember distinctly telling my mom, "Mom, words aren't going to help me. Something that somebody else says isn't going to change what's happening to me." And she said, "No, just trust me, just give it a week, give it a week." Sure enough, I talked to this lovely lovely lady, and her name was Kim. And after about a week of seeing her, my mind and the way I viewed anxiety slowly shifted. And that is another reason that I want to start this channel. Words are very, very powerful. So that is my little mini intro video. Welcome to the channel, my friends. Hit that subscribe button if you want. Hit that bell notification button to get notifications when I post a new video. And let's see where this channel goes. And let's help some people struggling right now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.